Shuru. Yes, students, let us continue with our lesson, the French Revolution. Today, we are going to do how the revolution started. Last time we did, okay, because of the economic condition of the country as well as the economic condition of the workers, or 90% of the population of the country was miserable. Then the role of the middle class people and the role of the philosophers. These were a few causes which were taking the country towards revolution. The outbreak of the French Revolution, and the coffers of the state were empty. The king wanted to levy new taxes, and this he cannot do of his own, because he was to submit, or he was to call the meeting of the States General, a political body which can be, or which could only declare the taxes or new taxes, and the king of his own could not levy new taxes. That is why he called the meeting of the States General. Last time it was held in 1614, and now 1785, about 150 or 175 years after the meeting was called. The States General was a political body, and it consisted of total 1200 representatives. The first state, that is the clergy, had 300 members. The nobility has 300 members, as well as the next is the third state, the commoners. They have 600 members or representatives. Total were 1000 and 1200 members. The members of the first and second state, say the clergy and the nobility, they sit opposing or in front of each other on chairs, while the 600, the representatives of the third state, they were made to stand beside them or behind them. And the meeting started. The king wanted to levy or start new taxes, for which they need voting. And in the past, the three has just 3 votes. Say 1 vote of first state, second state 1 vote, and the 1 vote of the third state. This was the way they used to vote. But now, as the people of the third state were enlightened by the philosophers, they wanted that each one should have 1 vote, and they wanted that every person who was there should vote. 300 clergy representatives, 300 nobility, and 600 those representative of the third state, where who were the most educated, they were taking part, and women and landless workers were not allowed to. When voting started, the third state said that it should not be like the old time, that is, we all should vote. But the king did not agree. Why? Because he knew if all voters would vote continuously or each, then the proposal may not be cleared. That is why he asked not to vote in that way, and the third state, that is the commoners, they boycotted the meeting and they left the meeting incomplete. After that, they collected on 20th June in National they declared themselves National Assembly, and they came together in a tennis court, and they vote that they will not, or they would not leave until they have written the constitution or national constitution, and until they have made a constitution which would curb or limit the powers of the king, and for that they would continue to write, or they would continue to be there in the tennis court. So then there were 2 members, Mirabeau and Abbesius. Mirabeau was a representative, or in fact he belonged to the nobility, and this man was belonged to the first state, that is clergy. they also sided with the third estate. Abigail also has written a book or pamphlet, it is known as What is the Third Estate? And after that, they said that they are not going to, or they were not going to disperse till they have written the constitution. And besides it, in Paris or in the city life, everything was not well. Because of the bad weather, the prices were up and the crop was as less or fewer, and what the shopkeeper would do, they would hoard the bread and would not make the bread available in the market, and it would be sold in the black market at higher rates. And women would continue to stay in front of the shop for hours, and they would have to return without bread. Once they attacked the shop and looted whatever there was, and then they attacked number of houses, castles of the lords, and burnt their documents and looted or robbed whatever eatables, food grains were there. This was happening in the city life. In rural area, things were not good. In fact, there was also violence. And there was a rumor that lords have hired number of ruffians who were coming to the village, and they would put the rye crops to fire. And because of it, the villagers took whatever instrument, whatever arm they could take, hoe and other agricultural instruments, so that they might face the coming person of the coming ruffians. In this way, we can say that everybody was having his own part or playing his own part, and the National Assembly has wrote the constitution, and because of this violence, the king had to give in. In fact, the king agreed to the constitution which was there, and on 4th of August, (1789), they abolished the constitution, abolished the feudal system, and all the belongings which belonged to the first and second estate were confiscated. In this way, about 3 billion livres were recovered from the person or from those persons who were there. So in this way, the constitution came to power, or came to being, or came to force. Then France becomes a constitutional monarchy. Okay. The constitution was completed by 1791, and its major characteristic was to curb or limit the powers of the ruler or King Louis, and it did it. And besides it, the constitution said that all the persons, rather men, who were of 25 and who paid income tax equal to 3 days' wages, that would be the electoral. It means those will be the voters only. It means we can say that any person, man who was 25 plus and who paid taxes was known as an active voter or active citizen, because he was a voter. And all the rest, all the women and the other persons who did not pay the tax, they were known as passive citizens. Then these active citizens, they who paid taxes, they were active citizens, and they were total 50,000. 50,000 were voters, you can see. Then they elected the National Assembly. National Assembly, whose total member were 745. It means first electors were 50,000, and they chose the National Assembly members whose number was 745. In this way, we can say that France became a constitutional monarchy. Okay, constitution was there, but monarch was also there, though his powers were curved and limited to some extent or to great extent. And all the other passive citizens also, they had the right to equality, right to speak against the government, they have the right to freedom. In fact, they have all the human rights. So in this way, we can say that the French Revolution, which started and it gave its dividend, or it proved to be faithful, at least for few of them, because the outbreak of the revolution resulted in the constitution. In 1791 constitution was completed, and in this way the king accepted the constitution and France became a constitutional monarchy. So that is all for today. Next we will be doing it, how the thing went on. Goodbye.